Hey guys, ID here. Welcome to the 30th episode of Design Journal. In this episode, I'm gonna design a logo for a music company. So this is the 23rd design brief that was sent to me by 30logos.com, and I've skipped the 22nd one because it was just to design a logo for yourself. I already have a logo and I designed it pretty recently, so I didn't want to redo it. So I'm skipping that challenge, moving on to challenge number 23 of 30. As you can see, this request is from Craig Wilson. I don't know, I am not able to figure out his face. He looks like Batman to me, but alright, let's get to the brief. So he tells about the company. They're basically an online music community focused on all these things. They have mentioned their competitors, and so what they want is their logo to be featuring something dead and beat. So they want it to be something smart, and they actually want to incorporate these two words in their logo. So dead could be a skull or zombie, and beat could be either headphones, music equalizer. So these are some directions that they're giving, but basically this is what they got, and they want like something when someone sees this logo, they just want to listen to some awesome music. So we have to keep that in mind, that it still conveys music first, and music it should be the more prominent thing in the logo, but still it should convey the dead and beat idea. So I really like the brief, and before getting into it, I just wanna let you know I also wanted to experiment with a software called Affinity Designer. It's from a company called Serif, and it's a lot like Illustrator, but I think that Illustrator is kind of old right now, but it has a lot of features. Affinity Designer is a really streamlined program, and it's cheaper as well. So I wanted to try it out just to see how I like to do in that. So this project was totally done in Affinity Designer, and let's get to the process. So so this is how Affinity Designer looks like. So I had a basic idea. I'm just gonna draw it out for you. So I'm just gonna pick the black color. So this was something of the basic ideas. I was inspired by Marshmallow. Okay, like this is Marshmallow style. But then whenever you see cartoons, like Dead, this is the sort of thing. And then I also wanted to, this is Dead, and I also wanted to add a beat part to it. So I thought, why not just put a pair of headphones on there, and I think this could look really good. So this was my basic idea that I had. I didn't want it to look too close to the Marshmallow logo, because Marshmallow's, his thing is totally different. Like, he's got something like this, and then this. But yeah, he's alive, right? So, so mine has to look dead. So that's why I'm using this thumb, right? And to add the beat part, I'm using the headphones. So this was the basic idea. Now this was a new program, so I had to work differently in this. It also has that outline mode and everything else, just like Illustrator, but it's a little different software. So had to get used to it, but must say it's super close to Illustrator, and in some ways actually I think it's a little bit better. So so this is I started with making the dead eye, and at the end I got it. Like, as you can see, these are two separate shapes. This is one united. So, and then I started making the headphones. Like, as you can see, currently it's a stroke, and then I added this rectangle and a rounded rectangle, and same here with the mouth part. And the next part would be to expand it and unite everything, and so that's what I did for this logo. So I think that's it for the logo. But then I also wanted to experiment with things like this mouth part was looking too thick to me, so I wanted to see how it would do if it were thinner. And once I made it thinner, I think it looked much better, so I wanted to go with it. Then I had to pair a type to it. Like, this is exactly the logo I wanted. I wanted to keep it simple because I also wanted to try Affinity Designer, and I didn't want to go like super complex, because then I have to then it would take me a lot of time to do that in Affinity Designer, right? Because I'm not used to the program yet. But after spending like about an hour in this program. When I made this one, I think this is super awesome. So then I used the font din for the type. I was trying to emphasize on the dead and beat, but then the music part needs to be more emphasized, so I was putting the bold over there, but then I thought, like, this is too much contrast. I have to find a way to add contrast, but in a better way. So I thought, like, this can work. I can use a different color, an accented color for the word beat, and the dead could be black, or if I'm using a black background, then it could be white. So that was my idea. I also tried adding an underline, but no, didn't look that good to me. So I also did two lockups, as you can see, one with the logo on the side and the logo and text side by side, and the other one with the logo and text one over the other. So for the colors, I wanted to give it sort of a neon look. So I tried this blue, but then the problem with this blue is that it didn't look good on black. So I settled for these two. Now the interesting part about these two color sets is that if you convert the red and black one into negative, it would give this, right? Because a red and this turquoise are opposite colors to each other. So this is if you apply the negative effect to any of these, you will get the other one. So I think that's quite interesting, and this gives it a nice contrast feel. Like this one looks really good on white, and this one looks really good on black, which was the purpose all along. So this is it for the designs. Now let's get to see the artboards. So yeah, this is the first artboard as usual. Really simple, and the way I like it, black on white. And then I also wanted to show them the lockups. So these are where the logo icon is above the type. So yeah. So this is the other one, side by side. I think it looks good. And then I also did some app icon mockups, like if they were to have an app, then how would the icons look like? I think we can go for like what happens in iOS now. You can add multiple app icons. So I think if the user prefers a darker one, you can give this, and if the user prefers a lighter one, you can go for this. Because both of them are really awesome. Or maybe these could be two separate things. Please let me know which one of these two colors you prefer. Me personally, I am liking this the dark one a little bit better. I just don't know why, but yeah, that's it for this one. I am trying to keep these videos really short and informative. So yeah, that's I think a step in the right direction. So let me know. Please keep hitting me with the feedback, and yeah, that's it for the video. Yeah, that's it. Stay tuned because more stuff is coming really soon. Okay, bye.